Welcome back, everyone present in the class. Warm wishes to all. Good morning, good afternoon. We have started the journey of web application with Spring MVC module, and we need to see little more on this in the process. In today's class, most probably we will explore query parameter, path parameter also. Okay, so for web applications, for a Java developer, which technology generally gets used to develop a web application, guys? Could you please tell me the name of a technology which we use usually? It is none other than Spring Boot is a framework. Servlet. All of you? I had asked you to complete the videos of servlets. How many of you have completed the videos of servlet in your weekend? See, even if you write the JSP gets converted to servlet only behind the scene. Then it will execute. It is slower compared to servlet. How many of you, if you have watched the video, you should be knowing it. If you have not watched, I don't care, and I'll be teaching something related to servlet also in today's class. I will just talk on this. Tell me, guys, the front controller which we use behind the scene, which technology is it of? Servlet. And behind the scene, you are using Spring MVC, but Spring MVC internally uses servlets only. Spring MVC internally uses the concept of servlets only, right? I would like to just also inform all of you that I have launched my first ever Udemy course. Okay. And my first ever Udemy course is live. Lot of content to be added. I have added the initial content. Few more videos I will add in that existing content within 1 week of time. And I had given free and uh, something like the free coupon which I have posted on the internet maybe gone viral in some groups also. Within some minutes, so many people could able to join. So I had stopped that link. Okay. Again, I would like to just go back here. All of you can also join immediately, because if I again enable this link, then again the people will join without this thing. Okay. Okay. Use this link and join immediately. I have enabled. Your reviews and your support watch time is very important whenever you have a free time, because JUnit is important. You can watch it from here and complete this course. You can watch the entire series in 1.5x speed easily, and you can complete it. You have to complete JUnit before I start RESTful services. In the RESTful services, I will teach you how to test unit of our REST API and how to perform mocking. So prerequisite for is JUnit. So it's better you watch from this course. Okay. You have to complete it. If you complete here, you will get the Udemy certificate also. I'll add more content also. All right, guys, link has been shared. Complete it on time, maybe before next 2 weeks of time. After 2 weeks of time in the REST API discussion, I will tell you how to test a unit in of our web applications. That is very, very important, right? Great. So now let's proceed with our class. Right. I would like to go back here, open this to my data segment. Okay. I'm coming up with SQL, multi-threading, Java, new feature. In the multi-threading, the concept of virtual threads are also included. Okay. So that course also will be ready within 1 month. It is in the editing stage. That will also be live. So this is where we had stopped our discussion, guys. All of you agree? Are you able to see my screen? Eclipse open? Everyone? Huh. Now I would like to just if you have watched, at least can anyone at least 3-4 people can tell at least they have watched my videos on servlets, or none of you have touched it? None of you have touched also? You have watched. Ah. Guys, I'll go back here. I will write get mapping. Maybe I'll say here wish as the endpoint. I will not say logical return type. Let it be void. I want to give the response from my controller method only. Directly from my control method, I want to give the response. I don't want to return it. Now, guys, in the servlets, using the concept of print writer, have I not given the reply directly to the end user from my Java code itself by using the print writer? Yeah. Now, what I'll be doing is, could you please tell me two important objects which are used inside the servlets? One is HTTP servlet request. One is HTTP servlet response. From your servlet, if you're giving some response to the client, it is a response. I will say here HTTP servlet response type response. Okay. I would like to import this. I'm importing. Now, using this response from the control, see if I am able to get hold of this, that means behind the scenes Spring MVC using servlet only. If not, did I add any library of servlets, guys? No, right? All of you? It is by default importing. And see, if I use within a method where MVC code is being written, but there is no problem here. Fine. Now I will say here response object dot get writer. Though it is not recommended to send the response to the end user from our controller methods itself, it is not recommended. I am just writing it just to show that this possibility is also available. I will create the object of print writer. Okay. No surrounding. I know exception will not occur. This checked exception guy will come wherever he feel like. Okay. Now I would like to go back here, and very simple. I have to just say here print writer dot print ln or print method. Print means same line. Print ln means different line. I would like to go back here, and I would like to give a response to my client. Whatever response you feel like. The response could be within double quotes. I will use h1 tag. Okay. h1 tag. And I'm giving my response, whatever response you want. Okay. Hello. This response is from controller method. Controller directly. No view page. Okay. I would like to just say this plus whatever we have inside this variable greeting plus I would like to add this within double quote. Everyone, I would like to just save this, and which is the endpoint. Remember, I would like to go to the greeting app, and let me just run this or deploy this application. I would like to go back, right click, deploy as Java Spring Boot application. So here it has been deployed with the context path, the greeting app. I would like to go back, and here greetings app. What is the endpoint? Greeting is coming here. And if I have to go and say wish Guys, hello, this is response from the controller. Good morning, Saicharan. Are you getting it, guys? What with this I'm trying to say is, like the way we have done the coding in the servlet, same style of coding can be done in your web application using Spring MVC module. Because behind the scene internally, MVC also uses servlets only. But can you also work directly with the servlets wherein Spring MVC module is used, wherein Spring framework is used? The answer is yes. Right now, whatever style of coding we have done in our servlet application, same thing I could able to do using the Spring MVC also, and there is no problem. Though from the controller, we should never give the response to the client directly without a view component in between. But can we give if need arises? The answer is yes, we can give it like the way we have done in our servlet videos. That's what I want to show with this example. Is that fine, everyone? Can we all proceed further? If all of you may permit me to go ahead. Yes, no, maybe. No problem. I would like to just go back, take this application. Okay. Go back and create one more application. I will say here, maybe course web app. Course web app. Last application wherein we are sending the data from our controller to client. The next part of the discussion is if client is sending the data, how can we receive? Right now, yesterday's class discussion, day one's discussion, today's discussion. If client is making a request, how are we sending the data to the client? Only that part we have seen, and that is one more example I would like to take quickly. And of course, whatever is not required for our case here, I would like to just go and delete that. All right. Web app. Greeting is not something which I would like to use, so I'll delete first hand. I'll go back to my applications. That's fine. Main method config is not needed. I would like to delete the entire package. And in our controller, I would like to have a different controller. I would like to delete this. I'm just keeping the skeleton, guys, just to save the time. No service layer. Directly controller only will write. You know very well service layer has to be there to write the business logic. For now, we have seen that. We will see also going forward. The agenda is little different. Let me go and create one model object on which I would like to work with. I'll say com.model. Whatever model data so far we could able to send, it is very straightforward string data. What if the data is not straightforward? I would just like to show that part here. Fine. I would like to go here to my model and I'll create one class. Name of the class, I'll give it as course. All right. No annotation. It is simple Pojo, guys. I will say here private integer type of course ID, private string type of course name, private double type of price. I will say string price, and I would like to say here private string type of course duration. Now this much is sufficient. It's anything is fine. I would like to just go here and generate the required stuff. And if you use what is that, one library, one API, we need not to write setters and getters. Could you please tell me which one is that? Exactly. Project Lombok we call. But right now I don't want to use it. I will show you in applications how to use it. So I would like to go back here and generate one zero parameters constructor just in case if I want to use setters. And I would like to go and generate the setters and getters. I will say select all, generate setters and getters. And I'll have a toString method if I print reference variable, if I'm able to see that or not. Just to check that, I would like to generate toString method. A basic Pojo, guys. On this type of data I want to work with. I would like to go back to my controller. I'll say right click, new, create a class. Name of the class, I'll give it as course controller. Course controller. And you know very well what to write here at the top of this. I would like to add one annotation here called as controller. I would like to go back here. All good, everyone, so far? Yes, no, maybe. Guys, there are multiple ways to send the data. First of all, I'll go to my web app. I think let me open my application.properties. Did I give any folders? I think no folder I have given. And application name is, what is that application name I've given? Course web app. Course web app. I will say here course app is the context path. Okay, directly in the web app, right click. I'll create one JSP file. Name of the JSP file, I'll give it as course. That's my JSP file. I will say here, Telesco learning is the title. When I'm learning it, what to display, we will see based on whatever code we are writing here. Very simple. First of all, I would like to go here, public. Logical return type is string. I will say get course info, one of the method I'm writing. And since I'm giving the information from the server to the client, could you please tell me what is the suitable annotation I have to apply? I have to bind this method to which suitable annotation? Everyone in the class? Get mapping. And the endpoint, whatever endpoint you want, you can give here. I would like to give here the endpoint as course info is the endpoint. Great. And the logical return type, let me have it. I would like to say the logical return type is course. I think course is the JSP page, right? Yeah, course. Now, what is the data? Guys, all of you know very well, if I add the data like this, there is no problem. Map or model, anything is fine. I would like to go with the model to avoid problems for you. And within this, I will say here, model dot add attribute. Model dot add attribute. And the attribute, I'll give it as CID. The key I'm giving here. And the value which I would like to give here is maybe whatever the course name is. Course ID, right? Course ID is maybe I'll say Telesco 1 is the course ID. Huh. If I add something like this, I would like to go back here. Maybe I'll say here course name. I myself is using. And maybe I would like to go back here. Course name is DevOps. And I'll say here price. Price. And I would like to give some price here. Maybe I'll say here any price. INR. I would like to save this. This way, have we sent the data to client? Yes, but so far we could able to send only one data. We are sending here little extra. All of you? Yes, no? Option number 2, what I would like to do is, I will write this again. I will write this once again. And I will say here maybe course details. It's fine. I will say here get course detail. Okay. And this time I would not like to write directly here. First, I'll create the instance of course. I'll say course type course object equals to new course. Let me add some data here. First of all, guys, I'll say course dot set ID. ID, I'll give it as integer type. What is the type I have given inside this course? Integer type. I would like to go back here to my controller. ID, I'll give it as maybe 1. And now I'll say course dot set name. Name of the course, I'll give it as DevOps with AWS. And the price, just to have a differentiating factor, not directly here, my bad. I'll say course dot set price. The price which I would like to give here is 5999.9. Guys, after which model dot add attribute, the key I'll give here as a course. Course is the key I would like to give here. And the value which I would like to give is the course object. Have you understood the difference between this controller method and this controller method? Have you all understood the difference between these two, first of all? Everyone? Let me have a different... okay, fine. Both of them are same or different, guys? Here I'm sending the form of key and the values are in direct string. But here the value is the entire course object. All of you? Yes, no issues? Now, I would like to go back to my course JSP page. And first of all, I would like to just say here H1 within a tag. And I would like to say here course ID. Course ID is. And you know very well how to print it. I would like to just go to the dollar symbol. Within this, I have to give the key. What is the key I have given here, guys? For the first part, I'm telling. What is the key I have given? CID. I would like to go back here and give the course ID. If you want, we can give the good looks and feels. I'll say here style equals to within this. I'll give here as a color. Maybe the color which I want to give is blue. Okay. And I'll say here text align. Text align equals to center. I would like to take this and repeat for 2 more times. And maybe I would like to just give it as whatever colors you feel like, guys. I will say here maybe course name is, course price is. And what is the key for that which we have given? C name. I would like to go here. Add it here. The key which I have given here is price. That's the key. These are very fundamentals which we are discussing so far, but they are important. I would like to save this. Fine, everyone. Very straightforward. Now let me just first deploy this application. But before that, let me create right click, new. I'll say here JSP page. Course info is the one more page as per the controller. Okay. I have not yet redirected here. I'll not even call that endpoint. I'll go back to my controller method here. I would like to save it. We have course info is the endpoint. Let me go back, right click, run as the Java application. That means I'm deploying my application. My application is deployed in 8484 port number and the context path is course app and the endpoint is course info. I'll go back to my browser. And within my browser, I would like to first add the context path slash. What is the endpoint, guys? Course info is the endpoint. If I hit the enter key. Guys, are you getting this information? Yes, no? Great. Right now, that is not the case. Okay. I would like to go back. Whatever data I'm sending right now, is it straightforward like the way I have sent here in the form of key value, or I'm sending the course object itself? Course object I'm sending. All of you? Yes. I would like to take some part of the code from here. Go back to the course information. Let me add it. And here course ID is directly CD, CID, CNAME, price you cannot see. Because there we have told the keys and we are specifying the key. Right now, what is the key, my dear friends? The key is course. I would like to say this. Go back here and I will say, please see very carefully, course. Course. But inside this course, multiple fields are there. I will say course dot, whatever is the field name. Field name is CID, CNAME and price. Course dot CID, course dot CNAME dot price. This is the beauty of JSP. My dear friends, HTML course is the ID because that is the ID I have given here. HTML and JSP. In the JSP, you can write whatever you can do inside the HTML. Plus one addition, whatever you can do inside the Java code, variables, loops, all the functionality of a programming language also can be written inside the HTML. So using the JSP concept, you can make HTML file dynamic. HTML file is very static. A for apple, B for ball. No programming is involved there. And using the JSP, whatever you can do in the HTML, same thing you can do. Plus, whatever you can do in the programming language, a file with where you can write the actual code, that part also can be written. And if you want more clarity on JSP, please do watch my servlets and JSP videos. It is available in your course dashboard already. Now, have you understood? I would like to just save here and redeploy the application. I think we have added this thing, but not sure. Right click, run as Java application. See guys, it is deployed. I'll go back here. If I say course info, I'm getting it. And now I'll go back and say course detail. I will say your course detail is the endpoint. I'll say your course detail is the endpoint. Am I getting it, guys? DevOps with AWS price is different. We have to directly use the name. Name is what I have used, Suresh. All of you are okay with it? Now, while I develop the application, a basic application, can I use something like this? But in real time, JSP, ThemeLeaf, they will not use. It is React and Angular. How to write for that, we will see. But for now, to start with, I hope it is very much clear to everyone present in the class. All of you? I would like to stop this application. Let me close and discuss the main part of today's discussion, which is none other than this. So far, whatever data we have seen, applications we have seen, we have our clients, our end user of our application. And we have our application residing on the server computer. We have seen if client is making a request, how we will give the response. That means we are just sending the data back to the client. How we can write the possible controller methods is what we have seen so far. All the possible controller methods which are binded to which request, guys? Get request. Now we have to see if a client is sending the data, how can we write a controller method which can receive the data? Client can send data to the application in 3 ways. Number 1, query param. That is query parameter. That's the meaning. Path parameter. And in the form of form data. We have to see about it. Today I shall discuss this. Tomorrow we shall see on the form. Spring tag library also I will demonstrate. And then we shall see for the development of an application. Now guys, you can see here. Path parameter, query parameter. Right now I will tell you what it is, how it will work. In my RESTful services classes, I will show you the real-time usage of these two things, query param and path parameter. But the conceptual wise, right now you should know, because so that we can use it openly in our future classes. Is that fine, everyone? Yes, no, maybe. Can we develop the application for the same? I would like to go back, or maybe, yeah. Do you want me to copy any of these application itself? No problem, no? I'll give the application name as query param. Query parameter web app. That's the meaning wherein I have discussed this. Okay, because some of them have told me a logical feedback, and I agree that these application names have given same 1, 2, 3 without giving it. They are finding difficulty, it seems, to what is there inside that code file. from 7 onwards, I have started to give the actual names for the application so that it will be easy for you. And I'm really sorry for this. I could not realize I could just write the code. Okay. And so only from there onwards, I have given the application names. With the names, you can understand what type of code is present inside that. Okay. All right. This time let's do with Gradle. No, I will develop a separate discussion on Gradle, Chavan. I'll give you a basic idea how Gradle is different from Maven. I will tell you. Who can use Gradle? As a Java developer, very rare, no one will use. Okay. I would like to just delete these both controllers. Both the controllers have been deleted. I'll go and create one controller. Name of the controller, I'll give it as a query controller. Query controller. Okay. I'll say finish well. I would like to go back here and say controller. These two concepts which we are discussing here, query parameter, path parameter, they're talking about how to send data, sending the data or information in URL. You can send such data, such information which is not so important if someone notices. You cannot send important information in the URL whenever you're sending from the client to server. Only the data which is not so important, but it is very important to send in the query itself. I will show you some of the real cases also, and we will develop the many applications and you will see the real use. But for now, what exactly is what first part which you need to understand. And very often I'm going to use it. I'll go back here and I will write one method here, public logical view name is string. I will say here get some info. Okay. I would like to go and map this to get mapping. See guys, in the REST API part I will talk, but let me give a brief about that now itself. Request, you can send the data from the client to server in the request object in 3 forms. As a request URL, request header, or request body. Whenever data is traveling from the client to server in request body, securely, safely, then you have to receive in a method which is binded with post request. Right now, we are sending the data from the client to server, not in the request body. From where we are sending the data from the client to server, not in the request body, rather in the request URL itself. Understanding all of you? So I need not to write this as post mapping, because what did I say? Whenever we are receiving the data from the client, we usually bind the post mapping, but I'm going with get mapping. Why? The data which will travel from the client to server right now, it is not coming in the request body. The actual lot of information which is very important, that is not coming. Some basic information is coming up. So I'll go with the get mapping itself. Fine. Now I would like to just go here and say the endpoint as get some information. I will say here return maybe logical view name. What is the logical view name? Since I have already have something called as home, I would like to go with this home. Now, my dear friends, see very carefully, everyone, all of you. You can write model or map. First of all, if I write any of this, is there any problem? If I write model or if I write map, any problem to anyone? Is it because of only query parameter I'm writing map here? Nothing as such. You can write whatever you feel like. No problem for that. Matter close. Yes. I can just say here model dot put. Okay. Reference variable I've not created. I'll say map or model, whatever you want. Model dot put. I will just add the key in the form of string. Key is maybe message. Whatever value you want, you can give. I would like to give some value. String type of information, that is a value. And I would like to add that value here. Value. Done. I would like to save this. Now within this, what value to be added, we will see to it. Now guys, whenever you receive a data, I have to make an arrangement to receive to accept that. So whenever you make a request to this particular endpoint, this request will reach to which component of your web application, guys? Which component will receive this request? It is our friend controller. All of you agree? Now the friend controller will make help of handler mapper and ask which controller method is responsible for this endpoint. And internally, it is the friend controller. It is the dispatcher servlet who will invoke this method based on the request. Agree? Now, if my client is sending some data in the URL, it is not just the request which is sending here. This time, it is to invoke this method. Don't you think I should have some arrangement to receive the data coming up from the client? Yep. I would like to save this. Now guys, maybe what could be the URL for this? What could be the URL for this? I'll go back first of all and see if there is any application.properties name. I'll say here query param web app. Okay. Query param web app. Telesco app. Okay. This is also there here right now. All of you. I'll go back to my browser and I would like to just get this here to my code. I'll go back to my controller. The data will come something like this. All of you agree, my dear friends? Everyone? This is the URL. This is the URL. And what is the endpoint, guys? This is the endpoint. This time, from the URL, only the endpoint is not being passed. I will pass some data. The data which you can pass in two style. In the URL itself, two style, with the concept of query parameter, with the concept of path parameter. The first example I'm showing with respect to the query parameter. Whenever you want to pass the data from the URL as a form of query parameter, then please see everyone present in the class. It must start with this question mark symbol. It must start. And that should be at the end itself. It should be the last and it should start from this question mark. Point number one. Then you have to give whatever key you want. Key and then the value. The value may be, for an example, I'll say here Rajat Patil, or Rajat is the value. Key value. So query parameter sends the data to the server from the client in the URL in the form of key value pair, starting with this symbol followed by key and value. Now, if this key is same as this name which you have written, no issues. I would like to say here, maybe hello plus name. I will say here, I hope you are learning from this course. Okay. I would like to save this. I'll go back to my home.jsp. I will just say here, message. I would like to save this. Go back. It is MSG is the key. Yep. I'll save this. Now, my dear friends, let me go and deploy this application. I'll say right click, deploy as Java application. It is deployed in 8484 port number, Telesco app. I will take this endpoint. Okay. I'll go back here to my browser. Kindly see, guys, everyone. And within this, how do we start, guys? Question mark, name as a key, and the value I'll give it as, for an example, Rajat. If I hit the enter key, Are you getting this? Hello Rajat, I hope you are learning from this course. So am I able to receive the data, guys? Yes, no, maybe. Everyone. Rajat, I hope you are really learning something from this course. Now I would like to go back here. Suppose, guys, I'll not give the same name here. Variable name is different. I have given only n as a variable name. Whatever key I'm passing and whatever parameter I have here, are they matching, guys? I'll redeploy my application. Is there any match? This name and whatever key I'm passing, there is no match. Key is name and the variable is this. I would like to go and hit this enter key. Hello null I'm getting because I'm printing that null. Is it able to receive the data? Is it able to pass the data? No. So if you want, if there is a mismatch in key value, then we use one annotation here. Name of the annotation is request param. Request param is the name of the annotation which we use here. And then here we specify the name of the key. This is the name of the key I would like to specify. Now for the query parameter to receive the data, we use request param is what we see. But guys, is what we say. Just tell me one thing. Using request parameter, is it compulsory or optional? Earlier in the first application, did I use request param? Did things work fine as per my expectation? Now I would like to go back, guys. The variable name is n here. I'm passing name. Since I have used this, I would like to go and invoke this. See again, hello Rajat. So now whatever key I have specified here and whatever value we have here, whatever parameter name, they both are not same, but just because I'm using this. Now I have few questions to every one of you present in the class. In the concept of query parameter, the data will be sent from the client to server in the URL. Yes or no? The URL will start with question mark symbol with the key and value pair. Yes. Which annotation is used to receive the data of a query parameter? Which annotation is used to receive the data of a query parameter? Request param. Using request param is compulsory to receive the query parameter. Only if the key name and the parameter name is same, no problem. If both of them are not same, then you have to go with request param. Fine. Now suppose I want to send one more data, maybe 2, 3, 4 data, multiple data I want to send. Then you have to, have in between one ampersand symbol. Then again, whatever key value pair. Key maybe the value is Spring. Again, if you want one more information, and key value. Now to receive the data, I would like to have one more variable here. Maybe string type of course. Now tell me guys, to this parameter, is it required to use request param? If I pass the key as this, is it required to use request param? Not needed. Now I would like to go back and give the name as C. I would like to say here plus now tell me guys, is it compulsory right now to use it? Without using, will it work? I hope all of you, if you have understood this, I'm a winner here. Because these things I'm going to use often. I would like to just save this. And after saving, I would like to just deploy my application. Okay. I would like to just go and deploy my application. Right click, run as Java application. And I would like to go back to my browser. And this time only this much information. No, I'll use ampersand symbol, one more key, which is course, and one more value, whatever value you want. I'll say here Spring Boot. See guys, hello Rajat, I hope you are learning from this Spring Boot course. We are getting this response. The matter of query parameter close to everyone present in the class. Have you all understood? Query parameter must be at the end of this URL, at the end. And whenever you want to add multiple values, you have to use ampersand symbol. The data has to be in the form of key and value. These things you have to keep in mind. I would like to just take this application. Let me close it. Let me close it. Let me close it. I would like to go back here. Take this. I will reuse it. I'll give the application name as path parameter. Path parameter. Okay. I will open some of the API's endpoints and I will show you the real use. And coding wise, we will do in our RESTful services. Okay. But I will show you right now maybe. Path parameter, I would like to open this. I would like to maybe refactor or maybe let me delete it. I don't want to have this. I would like to go back, right click. I will say a class which is path controller for the path parameter. Okay. Within this class, I would like to just add this, and at the top, I will say here controller. My dear friends, all this for now, I would like to remove. And of course, I would like to just remove this part. So far, all good. Very simple. This is no problem. But guys, whenever the concept of path parameter comes into picture, then the data will be sent in the URL itself, but not in the form of key value pair starting from this. No. Directly you can pass like this. Add the / and just add whatever data you want. No key value pair. Only value. Only value. Whatever name you want. Example, we have here Suresh, right? I'll say here Suresh. Finish. You want to give more information? Maybe I'll say here DevOps. Whatever information, no value, key value pairs. At any given position in your URL, just add this data. Fine. And to receive this data, compulsory you have to use one annotation called as path variable. Compulsory you have to use one annotation called as path variable. Now, if you are not specifying the key name here, how to receive the data? In the endpoint, you have to specify the key name. The key name, I'll give it as name. And whatever is the name, this name, and whatever you specify inside your path variable, it should be same. It should be same. This and this. You want to receive one more information? I would like to pass it here. I will say here maybe course. And I'll say here maybe the course. I would like to just do one thing. Write this once again. I will say here Suresh followed by maybe DevOps course. See here? Here. It can be at any given position. Maybe here you can write later and you can write here. In that case, after Telescope, you have to first pass the data, then the endpoint. So there is no condition that you have to start with this question mark, no key value pair, nothing. You just add the data. And as a developer, we'll make an arrangement to receive that. And which annotation is used here? The annotation name which is used here is path parameter. Right now, I would like to just receive only one information. I have given this. Okay. I'm receiving it. I would like to just take this and redeploy my entire application. I'll redeploy this application. Right click, run as Java Spring Boot application. I'll go back to my browser. I'll go to my browser, and in the browser, I need not to say key value pair. Directly, I'll add the value. I'll say here maybe Suresh. I'll hit the enter key. Are you getting, guys? Everyone? Yes, no, maybe. Now I'll make an arrangement here. For one more, I will say here, one more arrangement I'll make. Maybe for the course. For the course, I will say here course. And let me add it here, one more path parameter. I would like to go back here and add path variable. Name I'll give it as course. And I will give the variable name as maybe C. Okay. I'll say here. Okay. I would like to save this. After saving, I'll redeploy the application as I don't have the DevTools. I have not added the DevTools dependency. I have to redeploy. Okay, there is a problem, it seems. Where is the problem? Where is the mistake I have given? Okay. The problem is gone. I would like to save this. Right click, run as Spring Boot. I'm in deploying the application here. I would like to go back this time to my browser. My dear friends, I can pass one more information, whatever. I'll say maybe DevOps with AWS course. See, hi Suresh, I hope you're learning from this DevOps with AWS course. All of you present in the class. Yes, no, maybe. Everyone, no issues. I would like to just stop this. So have you understood the difference between query parameter and the path parameter? Everyone? How they are different from each other? Path parameters and query parameter? Any ambiguity to anyone in the class? If I have to talk to you the difference between the query and the path parameter? No problem. Is it possible to combine both query and parameter? No, it's not possible, Rohit. I'll go back here, guys. Maybe I'll open some APIs. Let me open the Vati API for WhatsApp integration. It is paid API. That's the reason I cannot show you this. I have integrated this WhatsApp for multiple batches, but the free version is only for the 1 week. I would like to just trying to check these endpoints. WhatsApp or some other API also integrate because I have done for many batches WhatsApp. Let's see. Any one API also will integrate. Real API. Once RESTful services are over. Anyway, that time I will use, and we are going to use this concept very often, is what I'm just trying to say, guys, in my future classes. That's a message I would like to give. That we can just give, or what you say, use this, and it is one of the most important topic. That message is what I would like to give it. Now, one more point I think I forgot to show you. Any API I'll open, okay? Let me go with this course or anything of my own choice. Let me open this. This part also I had to show you, but I forgot as a fundamental discussion. All of you are there with me? Yes, no, maybe? Hmm. Guys, how many endpoints are there here? I would like to take this, comment it. How many endpoints? If you want, you can have multiple endpoints. If you have multiple endpoints within the curly bracket, within this curly brackets, just write down. I'll say here comma, comma. Maybe the endpoint is, I will say here course. I will say here course, comma. Maybe the endpoint is, I'll say here info. I will say here info. I'll say here info. All of you. Now, whether you invoke this endpoint or this endpoint or this endpoint, irrespective of the endpoint, you will get the same result. I would like to go back and deploy this application. Let me deploy this application, show you. Right click, deploy, Java application. It is being deployed, guys. It's 8484 course app. I'll go back to my browser. 8484. The application name is course app. If I say info as an endpoint, am I getting the result, guys? Yes. If I say here course details, am I getting the same result? So irrespective of the endpoint you invoke, you can get. This way also, if you want, you can give the multiple endpoints for the same methods. This option is also available as a fundamental discussion. You should be knowing it. Fine. All of you present in the class. If you want to expose some of the APIs with multiple endpoints, in that case, you can use it. This option is available. Now, I would like to just share with this guys. Allow me, allow me 2 minutes of time while I just share with you, and then I'll take up your questions. Okay. There is nothing in the board today. I could have written the key points and query parameter, but maybe next time I'll give you. I'll go back and hmm. Where is this data, right? No, 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 no. Spring MVC is done. No, Saurabh. It's not yet. Lot to be discussed. RESTful services also comes under the ladder of Spring MVC. But without API, REST APIs also, there are again, I need 2 more classes at least to complete the remaining part of MVC. No, it's not needed. That's the one of the best benefits, especially if there is a form data. Tomorrow I will talk about this, SP. Get parameter, get attribute, like the way we have done in our servlets. It's not required to be done here. What is the purpose of having multiple endpoint different? Are they pointing to same response? Yes. See, sometimes it is one of the, see, you don't use it very often. I will also not use, you'll not see anyone using it. But sometimes for multiple requests, you want to give a same response. In that case, you can bind it. Sometimes the requirement is for multiple requests, you want to give the same result. So in such cases, you can use this. Next week onwards, guys, the real game begins, which you should be knowing it as a developer. I'll be going to talk on the concept of APIs, and we have to discuss so many things. So next 4 weeks of discussion, you cannot miss out. They are very, very important for the point of interview also. Okay. From the point of interview also, they are very, very important. I could have discussed more, but suddenly in between the class, I got migraine. Sometimes I get the cluster headache, wherein for sometimes I'll not be able to see anything properly, and then I get the headache. I don't know what is the reason. So I suddenly became silent. But that happens. I hope you understood whatever we have discussed in our today's class. Okay. We shall, if you have anything, please let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat if you have anything to discuss with me. Yes, Saurabh. But Spring REST is a part of Spring MVC. The base is Spring MVC itself. Thank you, Rohit. Saurabh, like you don't have a separate module like this thing. If you go to the Spring IO initializer, if you go here, kindly see. If I add this web module, build web, including RESTful services in the same module. Okay. Under the what situation, we should prefer to use path parameter, query parameter. Usually we go with the path parameter, but you will use this, me using that very often in our upcoming classes. So you will be able to see that. Okay. No problem. That we will discuss because that is interview asked question, Rohit. Whatever you have asked, it is an interview asked question. They ask this in the interview. If with the URL we have both the options, then what is the solution? Okay. Sometimes I get in suddenly for no reason. I'm not sure. I was taking the class and I stopped talking only. But that's fine. This all happens. Please just take a rest. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. But whatever we have discussed today, they are very, very important concept. I hope you could all able to understand. Everyone. Yes. All of you. So tomorrow we shall discuss how to take form data into our application by using normal form, by using the Spring tag library. Both of this I have to discuss. And if time permits, I will start the development of some applications where the front end is JSP, CSS, and theme leaf. And once we end that tomorrow, day after tomorrow's class, Friday I will not be available for the class, but we can have a community sessions. We can have some other important topic also if Navin sir is available. And then Monday onwards, we are starting the REST APIs. In the journey of REST APIs, we will discuss the Spring Boot profiles, multi-DB configurations, actuators, ATOs, scopes, AOP, security, many things under the radar of, under the umbrella of RESTful services. Okay. So thank you for joining me. We shall meet again tomorrow exactly at 7 a.m. and continue the discussion. Thank you, every one of you.